Good evening. McFarland Spartan basketball is on the air. 2017-2018 season about ready to begin tonight. Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome to tonight McFarland girls basketball. Hey, and once again, I'm back. It's Bill, the Big K Cather, your play-by-play announcer. Only this year, I'm now a 69-year-old two-time cancer survivor, just living the dream of bringing McFarland youth activities to you. Still waiting for the mothership, ESPN, to give me a call, and I gotta almost think it's never going to happen, so whatever. But tonight I'm flying solo again. I'll do my best to keep this telecast accurate, informative, and as entertaining for your viewing pleasure as I possibly can. Again, I'll be doing play-by-play, analysis, keeping track of stats and everything else, so if we get a little delay or things get a little mixed up or something else, just please understand. I will do my best and have a little fun with this. So, first, let me give a shout-out to those of you watching tonight in Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Houston, Mount Horeb tonight's opponents, Pennsylvania, California, Arizona, Florida, and even my own son viewing tonight down in Colombia, South America. So we've got people all over the world who watch these telecasts, and for your information, I'm going to share this with you. These games can be viewed 4 different ways. First, some of you now are watching live at Cable 982 Charter. The second way is these are live streamed at our McFarland Cable website, which is YouTube McFarland Cable. Third way of viewing these, you can view this later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever, again by going to our website, YouTube McFarland Cable. And the fourth way of viewing these games is go to the Village of McFarland website, and you will find a link to it there. So I'll be continually mentioning those throughout the night. But again, thanks to our viewers all over, and that's why I enjoyed bringing this. So those of you who can't get to the game still can appreciate the kids' efforts. You know, I oftentimes say, while I continue to preview tonight's game, I hope you appreciate the efforts of the McFarland Pep Band under the direction of Joe Artson and Mr. Ben Peterson, but they are not here. So in their absence, and still I do a tribute to the legendary Badger Bill Garvey, our legendary music director and coach here at McFarland, who lost his life to cancer tragically 5-6 years ago. So this one's for you, Badger Bill. I always do Cather Karaoke, the school song. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight, for our colors brilliant fight. Fight, McFarland High, don't let them buy you. Rah, 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 rah. Hail to our Spartans, valiant, hail to our colors brilliant. Though odds be great or small, we're victors overall. Love you, Garv. Gone but never forgotten. I'll tell you, you did so much for this community and the kids here and that greatly appreciate it. That's why I like to pay a little tribute to you. And on just another note, I'd also like to, because we send prayers out to Garv, another little shout-out prayer to Dave Lundeen, former Badger hockey player and that, who's had kid go through school here and that. Dave right now is battling esophageal cancer and that, so our thoughts and prayers go out to him. So, moving on the outside tonight, boy, I'll tell you, it's a frigid 34 degrees, according to Mr. Gary Indiana Canalti of CBS and Mr. Bob Lindmeyer of ABC. But you know what? As Brent Musburger would say, who cares? Because you are looking live inside McFarland High School Gymnasium on this Tuesday evening, November the 14th, 2017, to witness tonight's battle between the Vikings of Mount Horeb and your Lady McFarland Spartans. Mount Horeb Vikings head coach Mr. Bill Freidig, assistant coach Ms. Tasha Miller, and JV coach Tony Farrow. Managers Megan Farrow and Sky Scrivener. Mount Horeb, a Division II school, 747 enrollment. Last year they were 16-7 overall and 8-4, third place in the Badger North Conference. However, they lost 3 key players to graduation last year: Nikki Arneson, who's now at UW Oshkosh playing, and Jesse Fisher and Gabby Coltard. So they lost a lot of their firepower. For your McFarland Spartans, Mr. Pete All-State Willicott is the head coach. I call him All-State because you're in good hands with Coach Pete. Assistant coaches Alicia Justice and Josie Peterson, and JV coaches Matt Hounsel, Sarah Malegny, and Marta Coates. Managers Tatiana Putnam, Donovan Hudson, and Libby Domacy. McFarland, Division II school, 687 enrollment, 18-6 overall, 14-2. Second place finishers last year in the Rock Valley North. They're led this year by returning seniors Gabby A to Z Do It All Rundy, Katie the Sheriff, she controls and patrols the court rounds, Mary, the slasher's on, always attacking and a dog on defense. Mary's on. And Sophie Quell, again, just an all-round athlete and tough competitor, as well as AE, Ashley East. A big loss this year happened this summer with an ACL injury to leading returning scorer Annalise the Kid DeMuth this past summer. But I can tell you, she's out there on the court still supporting the team. She's going to be with them all year as she continues her rehab. Just spoke with her before the game, and she's hoping that probably by next April she should be good to go and be ready for her senior year. So, paid the tribute to Garvey, introduced tonight's ball game. So the question to be answered tonight is who's going to get their season off to a 1-0 start and a good start, the Vikings or the Spartans? We will find the answer to this in 2 18-minute halves that are about to be played. Next, special thank you to our Spartan sponsors. Edward Jones, Joe Muting and Tyler Weedle Agency, Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garvel Agency, Schrammel Realty Group, McFarland State Bank, Baker Tilly, Angelos McFarland, State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Gunderson Funeral Home, Sparkle Auto Body, Ken's Automotive, Madison Futsal, Luke's Cafe, Lakestone Properties, Culvers and McFarland, Washa Construction, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, Spurley Farms, Wisconsin Betting, Dan Frank, Green Lantern, McFarland True Value, Dan Chin Homes, Rural Masonry, Credo Product Development, 608 Threads, Farmers Mutual, Michael Chandler Agency, The Little Gym, Quick Trip, Scott White Chiropractic and Zelm Chiropractic, Matt Splinter Memorial Foundation, Maple Tree Supper Club, Tim O'Brien Homes, Spartan Bowl, Shelton Signs, and Spartan Pizza. And my goodness, that's a ton of support that the school district and McFarland Athletics are getting. So again, hats off to all you sponsors and all you people that are listening to this. Please use these sponsors as much as you can, and also when you're in using their services or whatever, give them a shout out and tell them how much you appreciate their support of McFarland Spartan Athletics and the school district. So hats off to all you people again. McFarland Cable TV Channel 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland and is producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest indicating viewers like you at home as well as fans in attendance desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, a phone call, etc. how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. The positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of the media. State Journal, The Thistle, Cable Channel 982, as well as our website, YouTube, McFarland Cable. So once again, thanks for your support. And again, a special thanks to Mr. Eric Redding, head cable coordinator, and his staff. Tonight's crew will be Patrick T-Seat out of the Twin Cities Morn, as well as BB Ben Becks will be manning the camera up at half court. So again, I hope you're going to enjoy tonight's telecast. We're going to have the national anthem here in just a minute, so I'm going to encourage you all to rise, remove your headgear, and pay tribute, put your hand over your heart, and pay tribute to the United States of America. And this is Bill the Big K Cather. I'll be back with the starting lineups in just a minute. Thank you.
This time we ask for a moment of silence as we offer up
right. Great rendition, and we are ready for some basketball here. John Wells, public address announcer here. Going to give the starting lineups here. Lindsay Laborde for Mount Horeb. Leva McCormick. Breen Nesheim, number 20. Number 11, Kenzie Coldhard. 22, Olivia McCormick, and Coach Friday. Bill Friday. And now for your Lady Spartans. Boy, and the music is loud right behind me here. Number 3, Ashley East, a 6-foot junior. Number 4, Mary the Slashers on. Always attacking the basket, a Bulldog on defense. Sophie Huey Quell, a 5'6" senior. Number 10, Gabby A to Z Do-It-All Rundy, a 5'8" senior. And the Sheriff, Katie Rounds. She controls and patrols the court, a 6' senior. Head coach, Pete Allstate Willicott. Again, you're in good hands with Coach Pete. All right, here we go. I'm fired up, you can see, as we're getting ready to kick off the 2017-2018 season. Again, I'm going to do my best here, keeping, again, track of the stats and everything else for your viewing pleasure. So I get a little behind things in that. Just bear with me, but I'll try and bring as much enthusiasm as I can here to this ball game, and should have some fun tonight. Again, a shout out to my son who's viewing tonight down in Columbia, South America. Be home next week for Thanksgiving. Looking forward to it, son. Tip goes to Mount Horeb. Top of the key. Over to McCormick. Being dogged by Rundy. Reset, skip pass over to number 20, Nesheim. Laborde over to Coulthard. Man-to-man, tight man-to-man here by the Spartans. 22 being dogged. McCormick being dogged by Rundy. Nesheim. Zahn, I'll tell you, she's just going to bury Laborde. Right, the leading scorer coming back with the absence of Sydney Singh, and a nice drive to the basket, and a nice left-handed layup by Sarah Toy. And McFarland, or Mount Horeb, cracks the ice at the 17-15 mark. Rounds dishing it up from 3-ball, no good. Doggone all, I was ready to get my first kaboom of the year, but not to be, not yet. Ball down the floor. Nice drive to the basket by Kenzie Coulthard. She was fouled on the drive to the basket. Very aggressive Lady Spartan defense here, but Coulthard, strong, got the one step and just went straight to the hoop. I like this, taking her time. On a rotation, but that's okay. I still say a good free throw, 5 to 8 seconds to shoot it. Take your time, relax, as Aaron Rodgers says, R-E-L-A-X, relax, go through your routine, and knock it down. And Coulthard gets the second one. And we're at 3-0, 16:48. To go in the first half, and a travel violation on Sophie Quell. Little nerves, I think, always maybe even starting out at home. Coulthard coming out of the ball game. Checking on the sidelines right now. I didn't see what happened there. Trainer Jay Hansen, the ace trainer, he is the best in the business here. Getting up to see what's happening with Coulthard. I assume we're probably going to have a substitution here. You know, I was saying, always your first game jitters, you're playing in front of your home crowd. Sometimes it's okay to open up on the road. Checking in the ball game, Anna Olendick. For Mount Horeb. Olendick bringing the ball up the floor. Along with number 20, Nesheim. Nesheim, Olendick, McCormick, Laborde, and in at the post, number 32, Sarah Toy. Ball knocked out of bounds by Rundy. So you got Sarah Toy in with battling Ashley East in at the post position. Laborde, McCormick on the wings, and Right now, Olendick and Neschheim out on top. And a nice pressure defense there by the Lady Spartans. Really like the early pressure being put on here by the Lady Spartans. Again, you got some girls here. You got Rundy and Rounds and Zahn with about 3 years. It's their 4th year of varsity ball here, so a lot of good experience out of those 3. A lot of leadership again. And multi-sport athletes. Multi-sport. A lot of time competing in that. I think it's very valuable. All right, Spartans looking to break the ice here. We're at 16-15. We played almost 2 minutes here, and Spartans have yet to crack the bucket. Only one toss so far, a 3-ball by Rounds, and so far 3rd turnover for the Lady Spartans here in the first 2 minutes of the first half. Over to McCormick, being guarded again by Rundy. Trying to go back door, and a beautiful backdoor cut that time. By Anna Olendick. Nice backdoor cut, and Mount Horeb with an early 5-0 lead here at the 15:38 mark. It's all right, just time to settle down. And again, another turnover by the Lady Spartans. It's not good when you have more turnovers than shots, but it's okay. Just got to settle in here. Just game jitters. Cormick again, guarded by Rundy. Skip pass. Over to 31, Joe Magnuson into the ball game, and we're going to have an over and back violation. I'm sorry, I believe that last basket was by Lindsay Laborde. Again, I'm trying to do everything here and keep track of stats. Numbers a little hard to read on full court. I'm sitting underneath one basket here on the far end, so just do my best to keep up with it. Rounds. Nice entry pass, beautiful to Rundy down at the low block, and with a nice left-handed put up. Fouled on the effort, and Gabby Rundy will go to the line. My stats are coming from last year since it's their first ball game. Last year on the season, Gabby Rundy, 71% from the stripes, 79 out of 111. So Gabby's first attempt. Nice toss, Gabby. She understands the Cather 6-step free throw that was taught to her brother James and her sister Rosie. And she followed that and saw it and listened to it for a lot of years. A little strong on the rotation, but at least they cracked the ice. On the bust out, Neschheim. Attack on the basket. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Neschheim, that was Tia Spurley. A lot of substitutions here for Mount Horeb. We've now got Spurley, Geisler, Magnuson, Colthart, and Laborde in the ball game. Colthart. Nice spin dribble. Nice defense that time by Peyton Witt. Coming into the ball game. Also number 42 is checked into the ball game. Should be Katie Hildebrand, a 6'1" freshman for the Spartans. Geisler. Oh, and a nice steal that time by Peyton Witt. Dish it off to Rundy. She's going to go to the basket and again was fouled. Nice defense that time by Peyton Witt. Really got to like that 5'7" sophomore in her first action coming off. Nice defensive move. Rundy on the hustle. Strong to the hoop, and Gabby back at the stripe. 1 for 2 so far on the night. Nice rotation. And as I say, a Disney free throw. Swishes can come true. They can happen to you. All net. You'll get used to all these goofy little sayings that I have, but I have a little fun with it. Gabby 2 out of 3. Throw up and good. 3 out of 4 for Gabby, and we're at 5-3. The Horeb Vikings ahead at the 14:25 mark of the first half. Off the floor, Colthart. Over to Spurley. Colthart. Spurley. Oh, and there's Rundy again, picking that pass off on the high post. And Gabby, and the kiss off the glass. And the score right now is Gabby Rundy 5 and the Mount Horeb Vikings 5. Nice defense. Spartans are really cheating up on top there and reacting. Boy, if you get that early jump, Mount Horeb's going to have to learn to go backdoor on that. Number 3, Laborde, back to 32. Toy, Sarah in the lane, and Rundy, I said, you call her A to Z. She does everything. She rebounds, defends, scores. Katie Rounds, deep 3. Oh, I thought it was going to be my first kaboom, and still not there. And a foul on Katie Hildebrandt, the 6'1" freshman. Trademark the kaboom on the 3 ball. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get some of them. Mary Zahn, the slasher, coming in. Rundy going to sit down, take a little break. Coulthard bringing the ball up the floor. Corner ball, Laborde, Lindsay, nope, air ball. Nice save over there that time. Oh, Van Rounds again. Great anticipation here. Great defense being played by the Lady Spartans. Boy, you got to anticipate. Excellent entry pass into Hildebrandt, and the 6'1" freshman records her first basket as a varsity Spartan, Lady Spartan player. Great entry pass. Great hustle is that. Peyton Witt's really creating all kinds of problems there. East on the reach. And there goes Peyton Witt again, as well as Mary's the slashers on. I said, you get those two out there, and boy, they're just going to dog you to death. Easton rounds out, Quell and Rundy back in. 7-5 at the 12:54 mark. Lady Spartans, after a slow 5-0 deficit, have come back 7 unanswered points, as the experienced announcer would say. Zahn, nice entry pass. There's Hildebrandt. Nice kick out to Rundy in the deep corner, and nope. Nice rebound by Neschheim. And Mount Horeb going to slow it down a little bit here. Coulthard again on top. To McCormick, being guarded closely by Huey Quell. Up. Nice drive by Spurley. Stopped by Rundy. And attacking the basket and going strong to the basket was Kenzie Coulthard. And a nice drive. Got right into the lane, which I call the heartland. Good things happen when you get in the heartland. And Coulthard going to the line for 2. 1 for 2 so far. And got the nice reverse little backspin on that ball. Got the nice rotation. And the ball dropping back into the net. RELAX, relax, do your routine, and oftentimes free throw success will come your way. Coulthard. Second toss, a little strong. Oh, but nice reaction by Kenzie Coulthard. Great hustle. Shot no good by Coulthard from the corner. And guess who? Rundy. Another rebound. Over to East. Pushing the ball down the floor. Quell, Rundy. Zahn on the cut through. Peyton Witt. Boy, nice attack. Peyton Witt. Oh, and she was rejected that time by McCormick. But then look who's there to defend it. Rundy sneaking back. I said, she just does. You got to call her A to Z. You name it, anything from A to Z, she's doing it. Shout out to Uncle Buck for her. I've got some shout outs that I'm going to be giving to a lot of these kids. I gave them questionnaires, and people that aren't able to be at the game tonight, I want to give them a shout out. And so they, Rundy on that, and Vapor still can't knock down a 3 ball. Like to personalize these telecasts as much as I can for everybody. It makes it fun for me. I don't get paid a dime for doing this. I just do it out of the love of kids and sports and the memories they can get out of these experiences, as well as those of you that cannot attend the games, letting you have the opportunity to view these from wherever you're at. Good hustle, boy. That time we had 3 girls on the floor. That's competition and competing. It's fun to watch. Again, best ticket you can get for a cheap price, I'll tell you, is to come watch a high school ball game. You're right on top of the action. Zahn, oh, a little too quick on the entry pass. Rundy to recover. East, Zahn, Quell, swinging the ball. Got Rundy working the middle against his zone. And Peyton Witt, Boom, 0 for 6 now on the three-pointers. Oh, Van Rundy almost had the steal and could have put back an easy deuce. Nice rebound that time, a nice effort by Sarah Toy. And a timeout by the Vikings. All right, I'm going to give a special little shout-out here to Annalise the Kid DeMuth, who I said suffered a very bad ACL tear this last summer. So she still fill out a questionnaire, wants to be a very active member of this team and that. So a little personal information about Annalise, since I'll be doing the rest of this for these other kids throughout the telecast. So for Annalise, family names and pets. Her parents are Aaron and Michelle, sibling Izzy, and a dog named Curry. One proud moment in her life was first team all-conference last year in the Rock Valley North. Favorite TV show is Grey's Anatomy. Favorite movie, Titanic. Favorite restaurant food, Cheesecake Factory and 4-cheese pasta. She drives a Toyota Corolla. What would you like to do for the world? She said, just make a difference in others' lives. Pretty special people that can say that. List 3 qualities of a perfect friend: funny, caring, and trustworthy. What would you say to LeBron James? She said, I'd tell him that Steph Curry's better than you. I guess maybe that's why their dog's name is Curry. What's her favorite thing about basketball? Playing with her best friends is an unforgettable experience. And she said it also relieves a lot of stress. Yes, that's what physical activity will do, and that's why we urge people to be as physically active as you can. So again, our best wishes go out to Annalise for speedy recovery, but just as I was speaking with her earlier, recover and do it the right way, because she's got a big senior year coming up and a lot more basketball hopefully in her career. So best of luck to you, Annalise, and proud to give you a little airtime here. You deserve it. Okay, back to action here. We're at 7-6. Spartans at 10:40 to go in the first half. Getting a little ragged here right now. We're 5 in a ball game, and Olendick kind of running the point right now. Trying to get the ball over to Laborde and tipped out of bounds over that time. Boy, Spartans are really pressuring high up on top, so that would beg the issue of backdoor cuts for the Vikings. That's the way you beat the pressure up on top. 5, Olendick being guarded closely by Zahn. Now Quell, the shift. 24, Geisler. Zahn is just denying her the ball here on the backside. Laborde can't get by Rundy, and there's Quell. And again, nice steal. Just look at the pressure that Coach Willicott's got these girls doing. Slashers on, over to Rounds. Spin it over to East. Quell. Rounds. Oh, he's got the feet mixed up a little bit. Stepped on a foot. Rundy. A little ragged, just kind of bring it out, slow it down. They keep moving the ball. Nice attack by the Sheriff, Katie Rounds. And a beautiful deuce and a kiss off the glass. Love to see the backboard being used. 9-6 Spartans, 9:45 to go in the first half. Gotta love that. You know, a lot of kids at all level, college and even pros, they forget there's a backboard up there. There's a target there for a reason. Use it. Whoa, number 5, Olendick on a launch, no good. Still have not had a 3-ball here, so I have not yet been able to say, give my trademark kaboom statement yet in this ball game. So it'll happen. I believe the Spartans, I said, were like 0 for 6, and I think that was Mount Horeb's first 3-point launch. East over to Rundy. Rounds. East, oh yeah, you got to take that from the extended left elbow. And she was rejected, probably just needed to go in, do a little jump stop, and a little kiss off the glass, and I think she would have had it. Olendick over to Laborde. Number 10, Spurley. Laborde. Oh, and a nice little jump shot from the lane, and again, Rundy with the rebound. I believe that's rebound number 5 for Rundy. And attack the basket, a little straight to the hole, a little strong off the glass. Too bad, Gabby, but again, put the pressure right on Michaela Geisler. She came down with the rebound and forced a turnover. That's what I always say, too. You make a mistake, you come back and play twice as hard on the defensive end. That's exactly what Gabby just did there. Created a turnover, got the ball back for the Lady Spartans. Over to Rounds. No. Little indecision that time by the Sheriff. Caused another turnover. Coach Willicott's going to have to do a little work here. We got a lot of turnovers here on the Lady Spartans, and just as I said that, Julia Magnuson loses the bounce pass out of bounds. Checking into the ball game is Kenzie Coulthard. replacing Nolandick. Slasher Zahn over to Allie East. Over to Round. She's going to put it on the platter. 0 for 3 so far for Katie. That's all right. You know, when you're a scorer and you're a shooter, you do not stop shooting. Just get your feet and shoulders square to the basket. And once you nail one, usually then you can go on a roll. Beautiful behind the back dribble and a travel by Kenzie Coulthard as she got, again, into the heartland, too close to the basket. But again, ran into the Sheriff Round standing there, and she said, you're not coming in here. You're invited to this block party, but hey, there are no shots allowed in here, and Rounds shut her down. Rounds. Oh, pass by Morgan Butler. Seeing her first action as a freshman. Rounds going to go strong to the basket, kick it out to Peyton Witt. And Morgan Butler, no good, the freshman. Too bad, Morgan. Like to see that, though, out of a freshman. No hesitation, got her feet and shoulders square to the basket, and with confidence launched it. Excellent. And kaboom! Julia Magnuson gets my first kaboom of the year. Skittles 3 balls. She found the end of the rainbow. Oh, and a beautiful bounce pass by Mary, the slasher Zahn. I said she slashes and dashes and attacks the basket. Beautiful bounce pass to AE, Ashley East, for the deuce, and she's also going to get a free throw. We're at the 7:06 mark here of the first half. 11-9, Lady Spartans in the lead. Again, trying to keep stats and everything else, keep up with the play. I might get a little behind here, but do my best. Beautiful rotation by Ashley East. 3-point lead, Ashley East. Taking catching a little breath of fresh air, and Sophie Quell back in the ball game. Top of the key, Coulthard being shut down by Quell. Switches off over to Peyton Witt. Boy, I'll tell you, you get by one and there's just another one there to greet you. Witt, Quell, all of a nice drive and a rejection again. Kick out, number 10, no good by Spurtley. Missed shot underneath, and rebound. A couple of rebounds that time by Julia Magnuson. And Julia Magnuson had just banged down the first 3 ball. Back to the stripe for 2 free throws and a chance to close the 3-point deficit right now. Magnuson. Nice rotation. Freshman. 1 for 1. 4 points. 3 ball and a free throw. Again, free throws, I call them R&Rs. Relax, R-E-L-A-X. Relax and routine. Just take your time. Good free throw. 5 to 8 seconds. Get your breath, relax, proper form. Nope. Well, strong and over the top came Laborde. But look at the slashers on. Wow, you gotta like that. And the layup, and Peyton Witt. Wow, you gotta like the way that these kids are working together here tonight. Great, nice passing, good teamwork. I said this is a team game, and attacking a basket is Coulthard. I'll tell you, Kenzie Coulthard just continues to attack the basket and draw a lot of fouls. She's going to get her team in the bonus here in a lot of ball games this year if she keeps attacking like that. Kenzie Coulthard, a sophomore. Got a couple more good years ahead of her. 22. Olivia McCormick out on top, being guarded by Witt. Or to Quell. Oh, a nice little pass and rejected that time by Morgan Butler. Gotta like that. The freshman gets her first reject. She says, hey, it's like a good Angus steak saying nope to ketchup. She rejected that. Another one of my little Catherisms on block shots. Rundy over to Quell. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. 14-10 Spartans, and another turnover by the Lady Spartans. Getting close to double-digit turnovers here in the first half. Some for Coach Willick to work on. That's okay. First ball game of the year. Got a lot of new kids here, freshmen and sophomores playing up with some of the more experienced seniors on both squads tonight. So, in their first test in a varsity game here. A little different, I can tell you that. Level of intensity steps up. Saratoy being guarded closely by Rundy here. Coldheart. McCormick guarded by Peyton Went. Boy, she's done a nice job on the defensive end. Beautiful entry pass in Saratoy. Nice job by Saratoy, and her second deuce of the night, 4 points, and a nice kiss with the left hand off the backboard. 14-12 at the 5:10 mark to go. Right over to Rundy. To AE, Ashley East. Quell. Butler. Nice ball movement. Just keep that ball moving. Nice attack by East. And beautiful little 5-foot jumper by AE Ashley East. Her second deuce of the night to go with one free throw. 5 points for the 6-foot sophomore, Ashley East. Or 6-foot junior, I'm sorry. 16-12. Oh, and another great play by Morgan Butler. Just settle it off. It's not there, but block shot and a steal so far for Morgan Butler. 5-foot, 8-inch freshman. So we've seen 6-foot, 1-inch freshman Katie Hildebrand. Seen 5-foot, 8-inch freshman Morgan Butler. A lot of young kids. Great experience. Oh, East gonna light it up. Nope. And here comes Coldheart. And just a little bit out of control. That's okay. Great hustle. Can't complain, boy, when kids are going at each other like this. Very entertaining game so far. Like I said, a lot of turnovers in that, but it's because of kids and their hustle. Again, let me just give a little shout out here. We got 4:20 left to go in the first half. We're at 16-12. Just want to mention a couple things here. Head coach again, Pete Willicat. Varsity assistants are Alicia Justice, Josie Peterson. JV coach Matt Hounsel, Sarah Maligney, Marta Coates. Varsity managers Tatiana Putnam, Donovan Hudson, and Libby Domacy. Strength and conditioning coach Doug Peterson. Our director of basketball operations, Mr. Mike Friedel. Okay, they do a lot of good things, as well as our athletic trainer Jay Hansen. Doesn't get much better than that. I want to really give a shout out also to two very special people. First, our former athletic director Brad Minner, who's viewing at home tonight, did so many good things over the years for this community and for the school district, and continues to still support and help out. Watch at home tonight. A shout out to you, Brad, for best of health on that. He was a WBCA, Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association, Hall of Fame inductee a couple of years ago. Well-deserved award. And my second special shout out goes to the present athletic director. Endless hours of work and special things that Paul Ackley does for this school district. If you see him around or you see Brad around, you make sure that you tell him how much you appreciate the efforts of both of those gentlemen. There's so many good things in that. So kudos to you, Paul. Kudos to you, Brad. A launch by the slasher. Oh, I wanted her to get that for Vinny and Shar, who are usually down in Florida watching this ball game, but actually are in the stands tonight. I had a chance to meet Vinny and Shar personally before the game. So any of you that, want to be mentioned or something else, please just let your kid know, and I'll put you on the list here of people that I'd like to give my thanks to, and thanks for watching and your support. 16-12 again at the 4:03 mark. Inbound the ball will be Neschheim. Quell replacing Ashley East. Neschheim in the ball game. Saratoy in at the post. Top we've got Olivia McCormick over to Coldheart. Toy does a nice job in that post in there. So it is McCormick, Toy, Neschheim, Coldheart, and Olendick. McCormick over to Olendick. Coldheart. Boy, she likes to attack the basket and go there. A little strong. And Rundy. I'd almost believe her 7th rebound, and an excellent forward pass that time by Rundy, pushing the ball. Always head up, looking ahead. Move the ball a lot faster with a pass than you can the dribble. Where am I right? We've got 6th grade girls who are going to be playing at halftime, so that'll be for your viewing pleasure. Stay tuned. I don't have any names, but still give them a little TV time here, so appreciate the young Spartans. Rounds, come on! There we go. The first one for the Sheriff, Katie Rounds. Boy, she patrolled and she controlled, and finally she launched. Oh, and there is a beautiful give and go and a score by Sarah Tui. Her 3rd deuce and 6 points, and we're at 19-14. The 250 mark, tapped away from Rundy. But look at Rundy never giving up. And, gosh, I mean, look at the effort. Both ends of the floor. I tell you, she doesn't play just one end. It is all 94 feet, or all 84, 94 feet, whatever, of this court is covered by her. Boy, these moments are so precious every minute you get on a high school court and a chance to compete at the high school level. You just don't know. So again, at halftime tonight, I've got some things that I'm going to be doing at halftime tonight. I've got a little trivia. I've got some factoids. I'm going to mention a couple of histories of past McFarland girl basketball players and where they are now or what they're doing or what their accomplishments were here. I think it's always important to recognize the alumni and, you know, gone but never forgotten. They shouldn't be. As well as I've got some Cather quotes to not only play basketball by and participate by, but also to live by. So I'd like to do a little bit of all of that with you at halftime tonight. And then I might even give myself actually a couple-minute break there if I get a chance. Again, I'm going to give a special shout-out again tonight. Up at half court, wave to me, BB, Benny Becks up there. He's running our camera up at half court. We only have a 2-man crew here tonight because of other commitments with cable TV or classes that some of our workers are still taking that. And on the big board tonight, Patrick TC from the Twin Cities. The Gophers, the the Packers, but definitely the Gophers, the Wild, and the T-Wolves. Yes, that's what Patrick's all about. So he's bringing his expertise to us, and boy, are we thankful to have him. He's a great job here and his second or third year here helping us out with cable and that. Just does a wonderful job. Dos years. Well, he's giving me hand signals. My eyesight's so bad, I don't know. He could be saying 8. All right, Rundy, we're at the 2:15 mark to go. 19-14, Lady Spartans. Bad pass, intercepted this time, coming down. Neschheim goes to the left side, no good. 24 on the rebound. Geisler keeping the ball alive. And trapped in the corner was Spurley. Gets it out, and Coldhart on the drive as they reverse the ball. And Kenzie Coldhart gets her first deuce of the night to go along with 3 free throws and 5 points. 19-16 and a miss by the Spartans. Sorry I didn't catch that because I was getting my stats done here. Coldhart at the post now. Geisler's working the post, guarded by Rounds for 5. Olendick on top, being guarded by Peyton Witt. To 10, Spurley to Olendick. Geisler, the high post lob into Coldhart, trying to lob over the top of Quell and a little deep on the pass. Buck 21 to go, 19-16, Lady Spartans. Obviously a lot of turnovers here. A bit sloppy first game, but again, you got people kids trying to learn how to play with each other. You know, you can only practice so long before you get a little stale in that. And first time you get a chance to look at them. Rounds wanted to go baseline, cut off by Geisler. Nice job. Slashers on to Quell. To Rounds. We've hit the 1-minute mark in the first half. Oh, Rundy, you need to fake that pass. Make the bounce pass low before you go over the top. 50 seconds to go. Olendick going on Quell. Not going to get by. Skip pass out. Nice defense, and there's a Slashers on, and she's going strong to the hole for Vinny Shar. Nice job that time by Mary, the Slashers on, as well as her brother who just recently got engaged, Thomas, sister Anne Marie, and Aunt Carol Uncle Greg, and Tyler. Shout-outs to you. That was for you from Mary the Slasher Zahn. Nice defense that time. Picking the ball up with over to Quell. 15 seconds to go in the first half. 21-16, Lady Spartans. There goes the Slasher again. Oh, and the spin around. Little honeycomb that fell out. But Mary Zahn going to go to the stripe. 2 free throws. Again, I think I got all their names that I had to pay attention to there. We're at 8.8 seconds to go in the first half. Mary, a little short. Free throw goes up a little short, means legs. Got to use those legs. You shoot the ball with your legs, not your arms. Use your legs, Mary, and you'll be just fine. You got a good rotation on the ball. Looking for her 3rd point of the game. Whistle blows, and we had a line violation. Lane violation, so we're at 21-16, 8.8 seconds to go, and let's see what the Vikings have in store here. Oh, bad throw. Quell picks it up. Dazan, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rundy. Oh, and that would have been a nice little gift had the Lady Spartans come up with that. But we are at halftime. Your halftime score is the Lady Spartans 21, the Vikings of Mount Horeb 16. If you want to stay tuned, I've got a few features here while in the background. You're going to be able to watch McFarland 6th graders playing. Again, I don't have any names, but please, and also for their enjoyment and their memories, as they be able to look this back, they'll be able to see what they did on the big floor. So welcome to all of them. All right, here's my first feature, called The Father of Basketball. This is the founding father. James Naismith was born in Canada, but he was working as a Phi Ed teacher in Springfield, Massachusetts in 1891 when his boss gave him 2 weeks to come up with a game that could be played indoors in winter. Naismith came up with a basketball, basing it partly on a game he played as a youth called Duck on a Rock. In that game, a player uses a small stone to knock a larger one, the duck, off a tree stump that's being defended by the other team. While most players threw their stones at the duck, Naismith realized the benefit of lofting his stone over the defender, similar to a basketball shot. Naismith's new game originally used peach baskets as goals. It caught on quickly, and basketball was a demonstration sport at the Olympics just 13 years later after its invention in 1904. So there's a little history about the game of basketball and where it was started. Next, I'd like to point out a couple of young ladies, well, now they're a little older ladies who played basketball here. First one, I'd like to mention alumnus Haley O'Donnell, graduated in the year 2000. She was one of the players who scored over 1,000 points in her career. She played on the 1999 McFarland High School State Championship team. Her coach, Wabisa Intermediate School principal, Sue Murphy. Also, I'd like to mention tonight a 1987 graduate, alumnus, Vicky Bausch. She was also a 1,000-point scorer for McFarland. So every game I do this year, I'll be featuring a couple of past alums from McFarland and guess their legacy. Another little factoid here. Got some interesting little facts. Who do you think the tallest WNBA player was? Tallest player ever to play in women's national basketball? It was 7'2" Margot Didek from Poland. She played from 1998 to 2008 with the Utah Stars. No surprise here, she led the league in block shots. However, unfortunately, she died at age 37 of a heart attack. Okay, we did the tallest player. How about the shortest player? 3 of them at 5'2" tall, so it doesn't matter how tall you are, it's the size of your heart and your passion to play. First one, Shannon Bobbitt, played at Tennessee for Pat Summitt, played for Washington and Los Angeles in the pros. Tina Nicholson played at Penn State, played for Los Angeles and Cleveland. And the last one was Debbie the Pest Black. What a great nickname. She played with the Utah Stars from 1999 to 2000. So again, I like to just do some little fun things like this. How about a little trivia now coming up? Question for you right now, and maybe you want to bet some house chores or who's going to run to the refrigerator, who's going to get some snacks, whatever. You bet 'em. Here's tonight's questions, and again, I use a lot of these. I repeat them from year to year, but it's for your entertainment. My question tonight, trivia: how far from the free throw line is it to the basket? You have 4 choices. How far from the free throw line to the basket? 12 feet, 17 feet, 15 feet, 18 feet. I'll repeat it one more time. You give your answer to whoever you're watching with, and we'll see if you're right. How far from the free throw line to the basket? 12 feet, 17 feet, 15 feet, or 18 feet? And the correct answer is 15 feet. Okay, so some of you are cheering and some of you are, well, whatever, I won't say. Next, Cather quotes to play by and live by. I like doing this. I like to, in my football telecasts, I always called them a big K reflection. Well, here I'll just call them quotes to play by and live by and give my opinion and thoughts on some different things that come up. And I always start these quotes every day by James Naismith. Made a quote. He always said, be strong in your body, clean in your mind, and lofty in your ideas, and you'll be a success. I have 3 quotes tonight that I'd like to use in the opening game this year. The first one, and I think you'll see a central theme that goes through all these. First one, players should play for the name on the front of the jersey and not the one on the back. Okay? Players should play for the name on the front of the jersey, the community and the team and the school, and not the one on the back, which is their own. This is a team game. My second quote, following along the same theme. Good teams become great ones when the members trust each other enough to surrender the me for the we. I can tell you, Coach Meinholt and the boys, that's his big thing, okay? And again, you'll notice the standard theme. We, this is a team sport and not the me, okay? It's not an individual thing. Teams that are successful play together. And the last one that follows the same theme, and a quote. Ask not what your teammates can do for you, but what you can do for your teammates. Those of you that are familiar with John F. Kennedy, etc., know that he made that quote famous in ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. So in basketball, we say, ask not what your teammates can do for you, but what you can do for your teammates, and to make your team better, to make your community better, to make your school better, and just for you to become a better person yourself. So please, I like to shed a little light on some important lessons, I think, that kids, spectators, parents, whatever, can kind of reflect on, because again, I believe that athletics, whether it's music, band, drama, whether it's a job, whether it's a Spanish club, no matter what it is, that everything is a part of making you a better person in life. And not just say that this is just a game of basketball, it's just a band concert, it's just a job, whatever. But every day is a new door of opportunity for you to open up and become a better person. So hopefully that's what we're seeing out here tonight, another chance for all these kids to get an opportunity to become a better person. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be quiet. I hope you enjoyed watching some of the 6th grade, their little kind of drill basketball thing they put together. They had so many kids that rather than playing a game, they decided to do a semi-little exercise like you saw there, and that's kind of enjoyable. A great little thing. Helps promote a basketball program, and kudos to them, and kudos to all the people in this community that support our McFarland Athletics and do all the youth coaching, etc. A lot of time, a lot of hours are spent there, so just appreciate all those people. So I'm going to just shut up here for a minute. I'm going to calculate, look at the first half statistics, and I'll be back in just a minute and give you the stats, okay? So Bill the Big K Cather just stepping out here for a minute. Again, the score, 21-16. Lady Spartans on top at halftime. Big K Cather back here online. And I'm a little off on my stats, I think, by 1 point, but here's a rough summary in the first half for McFarland. Katie the Sheriff Rounds, 5 points. Gabby A to Z Rundy, 5 points. Mary Zahn, 2. Ashley A.E. East, 5. 2 for Peyton Witt. 2 for Katie Hildebrand. Total of 21. 16 points for the Vikings from Mount Horeb, Lindsay Laborde. 2, Sarah Tue, 6. Julie Magnuson, 4. And Kenzie Coldhard. I had her for, there we go, for 5 points. So that did work out. So we're at 21-16. First half score, start of the second half. 18 minutes. Find the answer as to who's going to start off 1-0 to lead off the 2017-2018 season. Again, this Bill of Big K Cather. Flying solo again tonight. I love doing these games and just having a lot of fun. Coming up with some crazy little lines, some nicknames, just having some fun with it. Quotes, trivia, you name it. Just have some fun and hopefully providing some memories, special memories, not only for these kids who can watch it back on replay. Oh, you got to love that. The Sheriff, I said, she controls and patrols the game, and that time she was patrolling. The ball came out, she tipped it, she controlled it the length of the floor, and finished it off on the far end. Great start to the second half for the Sheriff. And Disney free throw swishes can come true. They can happen to you, all net. Good start for the Lady Spartans, 24-18, 30 seconds in. Long shot by Laborde, no good. We're to 22. McCormick, and tipped away. And again, boy, out on top here, the Spartans. Nice jump stop that time by A.E. Ashley East. And however, she shuffled the feet and traveled. But again, I like that because she tried to come to a jump stop like I thought she should have done earlier in the first half, attacking the ball from the left elbow. It's okay, learn. McCormick over to Neschheim. Skip pass over to Laborde, and she's going to pop it from the right baseline. And Lindsay Laborde, her second deuce of the night, 4 points for Lindsay, and we're at 24-18. 1 minute into the second half, Quell, nice bounce pass to Rundy, and the little honeycomb out on the 3-ball. Rebound to McCormick. Over to Coldhart, she's going to attack the basket. Nope. Puts that head down and goes to the basket. Oh, and a beautiful, beautiful penetration and bounce pass that time. Beautiful job by Sarah Tui. Over to McCormick. And Olivia McCormick has her first deuce of the night. And it's a 4-point advantage for Spartan Rundy. Oh, and she was cut off from the baseline and went down hard that time in rounds. Heading to the basket. Was clipped. Boy, nice pull, strong drive by Rundy to the line, but they thought there was no contact. And play on. Oh, Zahn for Vinny and Shar and Thomas and Anne Marie. And Aunt Carol and Uncle Greg and Tyler. Mary Zahn, the slasher. She can launch them also. Kaboom! Love saying that. Kaboom. Oh, and beautiful entry pass again. McCormick. Over to Sarah Tui. Tui, boy, I'll tell you what, she's tough. She goes strong to the hole, and she's got a great left hand. Her fourth deuce of the night. 8 points for Sarah. Nice job. She's tough in the post. Boy, and Coldhart again. Oh, and look at the aggressive play here. Girls all over the floor. You got to love the competitive level of this game. Boy, I'll tell you, I just really like that. That shows how important this is, these kids. And this is the first ball game of the year. Kids expending a lot of energy. I can see, I think they're just anxious to be playing. They're just thankful to be playing somebody else besides themselves in practice. Ashley East banging Lindsay Laborde on the 3-point basket from the deep left corner, and Laborde's going to go to the free throw line here. 27-22 at 15-18 left to go in your ball game. Pretty competitive, but again, I think these kids are just loving the fact that get away from practice and get out here and start playing some real ball. Nice free throw by Lindsay Laborde. Averaging 4.9 points a game last year. A little strong on that one. Again, last year they were led by Nikki Arneson, 15.2 points a game, 8 rebounds, 57 assists. She's now playing at UW Oshkosh. Boy, she was a heck of a player, as well as Jessie Fisher, 8.1 points a game, and Gabby Coulthard's, Kenzie's older sister, 7.8 points a game and 4 rebounds. So they're missing, like I said, a lot of firepower. So a lot of youth here in that, but they're doing a nice job. 27-24, 3-point advantage for the Lady Spartans. Quell Durundy trying to get it inside, trying to work into Katie Hildebrand in at the low block and couldn't make the entry pass. Just really got to work hard to get established position in there. Nice by Rundy again. She's going to attack the basket. And the kiss off the glass, and just got the body just kind of angled a little bit. Nice job by Peyton Witt, but then tipped away by Laborde, and we're going back and forth here. It's like a track meet, and there's going to be Rundy again on the cross-court pass. Boy, we had to stay there in about 20 seconds. We had about 4 turnovers. Hildebrand was thinking about launching the 3 at 6'1", freshman. It's got to work, just stay a little lower. But I really like the fact, look at her giving a target with her hands. That's good. I always am looking at things that freshmen especially do. He's giving a target. Nice drive by the Sheriff Rounds. Boy, if you can get that baseline, take it. And then Katie, established position on the inside. Going to try and get the kiss off the glass, but was bumped by Magnuson and foul called. Oh, into Hildebrand, down deep. Oh, and she double dribbled it. That's too bad. I like it, though, trying to establish position. Boy, when you're 6'1", that's good height at this level and that. And, again, only a freshman. Great experience she's going to pick up this year, and especially playing with Rundy, Rounds, Quell, and Zahn. So all be good for her. Magnuson. Olendick. Oh, what I'm liking too, another steal for Rundy. And then the hesitation. Oh, then the reverse, and just didn't quite clear it far enough on the backside. Like I said, A to Z, you can see. I mean, she steals, rebounds, you name it. Nice defense by Butler that time, shutting down Magnuson, not allowing her to go to lane. Laborde. Nice defense that time. Katie Hildebrand doing a nice job there. Full in the middle, always keeping her head on a swivel and seeing it. Nice steal. And good hustle that time. Boy, both Butler and Hildebrand doing a nice job as freshmen that time. Shutting down that lane on defense. Gotta like what both those freshmen are doing. Zonda inbound to Quell. 12:56 to go in the game. 27-24. We still got a tight ball game here. Ashley East, shoulders and feet square to the basket, and nice rebound by McCormick. Kind of getting the position on Quell that time. McCormick over to Olendick. Spurley. McCormick. Saratoy. And up, and Spurley on the travel just kind of got caught up again. What I really like about this defense, Coach Willicott's taught him, boy, when somebody heads to that lane, it is just collapse around them. Not going to give anything easy. Going to that basket Rounds, yep, and she shuffled the feet. Just wanted to get going before she put the ball on the floor. All right, getting a little sloppy here, and I kind of agree with the timeout. Just kind of settle everybody down here. Again, playing a lot of different kids, too, a lot of different combinations, just like I saw the other night with Coach Guard seen a couple of games in that, and sometimes you're going, wow, why is this combination? Just got to give these kids a lot of opportunities here and just see what who's going to kind of work the best together, I guess, as you go along here tonight. Just got to love the great, like I said, you are in such good hands with Coach Pete. He's so positive, a teacher of the game at all times. It doesn't matter if it's, you're ahead by 3 or ahead by 30. Teaching, encouraging, being positive, different kids working together. You can see the kids support each other, root for each other. Does really a nice job. All right, 12-10 to go in the ball game, 27-24. We are one kaboom away from a tie ball game here. Olendick guarded closely by Quell. Zahn, look at that beautiful foot position. Boy, I can't tell you how many steals they've made. Coach Pete's just got them playing great defense here with their feet and anticipation. Butler, Quell, settle down if you don't have anything. Just bring it on top. Flip it over East. KR, and East a push in the back, pushing Michaela Geisler in the back. And a foul on AE Ashley East. Her second. Kind of a drought here for both teams. Seems like it's been 27-24 for quite a while. We're at 11:39 to go in your ball game. 27-24. The Vikings out of the Badger Conference North. And the Spartans out of the Rock Valley North. Chance to go at each other here tonight. Opening ball game. Olendick misfire. Butler coming down. I love to see that head up. Saw the little opening, attack the basket. Zahn, skip it to Rounds. Beautiful. Oven is rejected by Saratoy, but caught Rounds on the wrist. Like that. Keep attacking that basket, just like Butler did there, too, as a freshman. That's great. But there's no need to be intimidated out here. You played a lot of basketball at this point in time. Good job, Katie. 2 for 2 from the stripe. 2 deuces, a tray, and 3 free throws. 10 points for the Sheriff so far tonight. Scored a third of the points, 10 of the 29. Across the 11-minute mark, 5-point lead for the Spartans. Hope that you people sitting at home tonight are enjoying the telecast. And again, I'm flying solo, doing my best here to keep stats up to date. A little fun broadcast, and hope those of you that are sitting at home, whether you're here, there. Again, Bretter, looking forward to seeing you next week all the way home from Columbia, South America. Know there are other people watching in Chicago and Philadelphia, Kansas City, Minneapolis. Thomas Zahn is up there. I know we got people. We've got Jenna Quell watching down at Lacrosse, UW Lacrosse. Hi, Jenna. Oh, but a long 3-ball by Lindsay Laborde. Kaboom! And that's Laborde's. It's her 9th point of the ball game. She scored a third of the points for the Vikings. 29-27. We've got a 2-point ball game here. Katie Rounds trying to get it into Rundy down at the post. Rundy and Laborde on each other. Rounds going baseline. Skip it out. Hildebrand. Oh, that would have been nice for the 6'1" freshman to knock it down. But again, just like with Butler, I like to see no hesitation. Get your feet and shoulders square to the basket. Play with confidence and launch it. Commit to it. It'll happen, but you got to commit. .23 checking in the ball game. Sydney Feldner, a 5'4" freshman. Another freshman for McFarland. Father Eddie was a heck of a ball player here, as well as Brian. Oh, beautiful pass from Feldner over to Rounds. And boy, Katie's got to give Sydney Feldner a high five on that. Nice look for Sydney. As well as Grandpa John Feldner, longtime baseball coach and JV boys basketball coach. So had to make them all proud of that. Nice assist by Sidney. 31-27, 4-point lead for the Spartans, and Sidney Feldner just dogging Coldheart out there. Again, I don't care if you get 30 seconds in a game or you get 5 minutes. Play as hard as you can, because the way you're going to get more minutes is by making an impression when you're on the floor, and that's exactly what Sidney Feldner's doing right now. Zahn, Rundy, Rounds. Nothing I like. Look at the way that Rounds. Feldner. Oh, boy. And I'll tell you what, talk about being noticed and doing some great things. 6-point lead, 33-27, giving a nice little spark. Look at the aggressive defense here by the Spartans. And Rundy again. How many steals and rebounds, whatever, does A to Z have tonight? And we're going to get a travel on the floor by Coldheart. Well, I'll tell you, and this is a good sign, too, for Coach Willicott. Getting to play a lot of players here tonight. And, you know, the deeper you can go now, especially with 2 18-minute halves, fewer timeouts available to you, fewer breaks in the game. It's important to be able to have a little deeper bench in that. So getting to see some real positive things, especially out of 3 freshmen that we've seen here tonight. Butler, Hildebrand, and now Feldner. Zahn over to Rounds. Hildebrand. And they're going to call her for the foot shuffle again. You got to put that ball on the floor first. And again, what I like is just what I'm seeing from Coach Willicott here. As soon as somebody makes a mistake, he's over coaching the kids on the bench, explaining exactly what happened and saying, okay, maybe point out to somebody else who had made that same mistake. That's what you got to like. Positive coaching and support all the time. Nesheim, guarded by Rounds. Oh, the launch by Magnuson. Oh, and a kiss off the glass. And Julia Magnuson, her second tray of the night. Kaboom! 7 points. And Rundy trying to answer back. Nope. Couldn't get it. 33-30 and ball. Out of bounds. 7:41 left in your ball game. 33-30 Lady Spartans. Vikings aren't going away. Boy, but I'll tell you, Magnuson didn't even call that bank either, but still got to award her the kaboom, the 3-ball. Rundy, DeQuell, Hildebrand. Zahn, there goes a slasher. Oh, you got to love that. Mary Zahn. Beautiful drive. 2 deuces and a tray from Mary Zahn. 7 points tonight for that 5'4" senior. Good, she's got a basket tonight for trying to get some points here for everybody who she's here for tonight. Anne Marie's sister, Brother Thomas, newly engaged. Vinny and Shar heading to Florida soon, but are in the house tonight. Aunt Carol, Uncle Greg, and Tyler. Shout-outs to them. Ball in ball, Coldheart. Oh, and a beautiful entry pass into Geisler. Boy, Sarah Tui has played a very nice ball game tonight. Nice entry pass into Geisler. We have Toy, Geisler, Spurley, Coldheart, and McCormick in the ball game for the Vikings. Nice cut by Coldheart, and Rundy on the trail fouled her. $7:09 to go, 5-point lead for the Spartans. Just can't quite seem to pull away here. The Vikings are pesky. Nice inbounds pass to Coldheart. Over to Spurley. Nice interception that time. Peyton Witt, beautiful crossover dribble, but nice defense back by Spurley. Like to see that crossover dribble by Peyton Witt. Good fundamentals. Had her head up, saw the spin, but just good defense by Spurley coming back. The defense that said you make a mistake, you play twice as hard on the defensive end and get the ball back. Rundy just dogging to a nice bounce pass. McCormick guarded by East. Rundy on the switchback. Brings her over to Witt. Boy, beautiful switching defense that time, and I hope they're tight. Oh, what a great move by Coldhart. And then Rundy is tied up by Coldhart. Seeing some very nice fundamental skills out here tonight from some of these girls, especially a lot of the younger ones. Just shows what, if you get good coaching down at your youth levels, shows what these kids are capable of doing once they get up to the varsity and the higher levels of basketball here. A launch by Spurley. No good. Rebound to McCormick. Spurley. Both teams played a lot of girls tonight. That's what these opening games are for. Oh, and a 3-ball. Kaboom! For Kenzie Coldhart. She's got a deuce and a tray and 3 free throws. She's got 8 points. And we're 35-33 down a 2-point margin east to Rundy. 5:45 left to go in your ball game tonight. Oh, and that was a reach in by Coldhart. And no foul called on that, but just ball out of bounds to McFarland. I don't know. Are we going to have a white knuckler tonight? Or is somebody going to pull away in this game as we head down? 5:40 left to go in your ball game, 35-33. Again, Bill, the Big K Cather here. Just enjoying bringing this to you tonight. Hope you're enjoying it. Just feel more and more comfortable every year that I do this. Just have a lot of fun with it. Peyton Witt on the drive. Somebody asked me, they said, what kind of preparation do I do for this? For every ball game, I'm going to share this with you. I do about 5 hours of prep time. Just doing things from trivia to stats to sheets. I've got more sheets in front of me right here, information that I can give you. Just trying to make this as much fun and as entertaining as I can for you at home as well as the kids. I know I got a lot of kids that'll go home tonight and watch this game later on tonight because it's replayed. Again, ways to view this game if you can't see it on cable 982. Always go to our website, YouTube McFarland Cable. You can watch this game live right now, which some of you are doing, or you can go home and watch it later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month. These games are always on YouTube McFarland Cable. And our viewership, it just keeps going up and up and up. I know it did for every football game that we did this year. You know, as more and more people are finding out about this. Oh, and a beautiful little shot that time by Michaela Geisler. And we are knotted at 35 all at the 4:40 mark left in the ball game. So again, please contact us and let us know if you really enjoy these telecasts and that. And I really enjoy doing this. Ooh, and there was a collision. Feldner and Laborde. Lindsay Laborde, the 5'9" senior, colliding with Sydney Feldner, a 5'4" freshman, out on top. Well, Coach Willicket's got to like what he's seen out of Feldner. She brought a little spark here when she came in. She's getting a lot of minutes here. Like Goodman's very aggressive. Another thing I like, always hands ready. Oh. Boy, when you enter that ball into the post person can't just sit there. They've got to go meet the ball. Step towards the ball and secure it. You got to stay low in that post. Give a target. Seal that post. Seal that defender off and give a good target. There's the coach in me. I've only coached kids for 42 years at different levels, so I guess I'm entitled to make a couple of comments on coaching. Ashley East, nice throw, 2 for 2 on the night to go with a pair of hoops. 6 points for AE. That was their first point of the second half. And a 1-point Spartan lead. And a 2-point Spartan lead. 4:19 left to go in your ball game. 37-35. McFarland. Opening night here. Home opener. McFarland High School Gymnasium. I'm sure it's probably dipped below the 30-degree mark outside, so those of you sitting at home are, I'm sure, enjoying yourselves with your favorite beverages and snacks and everything. But you know what? If you can, get out here and support these kids. It's great, like I said, for a couple of bucks, $4 or $5 or something, to get out here and actually sit this close to the action and see a ball game. Can't beat it. Then make sure you tell the kids how much you enjoyed their efforts. Zahn Nice recovery out to Rounds. Oh, and honeycombed out. Too bad. That was going to be a big kaboom. Didn't want to fall for the Sheriff. Laborde. 3:40 left in your ball game. Spurley. Oh, Van Feldner almost had that. And, I thought that ball might have gone off Geisler, but I guess not. A lot of substitutions coming into the game. Nesheim, Toy, Coldhart, Spurley, and Laborde. That'll be your Viking lineup. When we come back, there's going to be 3:34 left in your ball game. Again, a shout out tonight to Patrick TC from the Twin Cities More. And I'll tell you, we can't do it without you, Patrick. He's been running the board tonight. Great graphics, keeping the scoreboard going, everything else. Up at half court tonight, boy, great camera work by BB Ben Becks. Gotta love it, a two-man crew tonight. Now our next ball game is going to be Friday night. The Trojans of East Troy coming to town. Boy, we've had a storied rivalry with all of the East Troy teams, both boys and girls, especially in basketball and that. So, boy, if you can, get out here to the ball game this Friday. You know, it's a Friday night, cheap entertainment and that. Kids would appreciate it. It'll be fun to play. It's fun to play in front of a big crowd. And should be a good ball game. I can tell you, East Troy's got some talented kids coming back. I know some of them personally, and always fun to get together with them. So get out there, and if not, please join us from whatever location you're in and, phone in or make a request or something and just let us know that you're watching out there because, boy, just a lot of fun. And we will have a full crew of 4 or 5 people working that ball game, so maybe even provide some replays and some other things on that night. So hope you're enjoying it again. Bill the Big K Cather live from McFarland High School Gymnasium. Tuesday, November the 14th, 2017. For your memories and viewing pleasure. From the deep corner, Sydney Feldner. No! Nice rebound by AE going up, and a nice rebound. And Sarah Toy on the foul. Nice rebound. Ashley East saw exactly where that rebound was coming off. Hands overhead. Didn't bring the ball back down. Rebound and right back up. And AE going to the free throw line for 2. She's 3 out of 3 so far in the night. Oh, and the honeycomb and down. R&R. Relax and routine. RELAX. She's got it down, and she's 4 for 4. Make it an even 5. And 5 for 5. What a great night from the stripe for AE to go with 2 deuces, 9 points for the 6-foot junior. And a 39-35 at the 3-minute level. 3-minute mark to go in your ball game tonight. 3 ball from Laborde. No good, but on the backside coming in is Sarah Toy. Boy, I'll tell you what, she's been tough on the board. Tough in that lane tonight. She's got a great left-handed move. Uses the glass real well. And Sarah's going to get 2 free throws. She's got 4 deuces so far in the night, 8 points. A little short on the first. She needs to make this to make it a 1-possession game. 39-35, 2:51 left to go in your ball game. And the second free throw, good. 9 points for Sarah in the ball game tonight. 39-36, 1-possession ball game, 2:51 left to go. Again, been my pleasure tonight, Bill Big K Cather. I love doing this. Boys games won't be starting until in December. That'll be our first telecast. I believe it's December 8th against Whitewater. Girls game Friday as well as next Tuesday against Edgerton. All big ball games coming up. Kiwi Quell, and boy do I like that Kiwi on her initial drive to the hoop that time. Like it as a senior. Be aggressive. Get to that basket. Sophie last year was 5 for 12. She only got the stripe 12 times, 42%. A little short on the first one. Again, if free throws are short, got to use your legs. Shoot the ball with your legs, not your arms. No, you get a little tired, that's why I say 5 to 8 seconds on the free throw. Just take your time. I know she's not happy with that, but hey, she's going to come back and play defense twice as tough right now. I guarantee you on that. Look at her. She's going to stay right there. She is going to dog call her right now. Dry Magnuson. Oh, Zahn kind of turned her back and got double teamed. 3-ball, no good by Colthart, and Rundy coming out. Oof, getting a little sloppy right there. When the pass is made, you got to come and meet the pass. Don't blame the person passing the ball, although it might not be the best decision, but you still have to come and meet the ball. Again, a shout out tonight as I see Athletic Director Paul Ackley walking in front of me here. Again, kudos to Paul. Can't tell you all the time and effort that he puts into making sure that every event, every sport is run and organized in the proper way. And I can tell you from basketball games here, from concessions to ticket takers to, boy, it's just wonderful the people that help us with the programs to everything, the supervisors. Just a great all-round experience here that we try to provide for everybody who comes to an event at McFarland High School. So again, kudos to you, Paul. And again, hope that my son watching down in Columbia. Again, see you next week. Sorry, I got to personalize these too, because, hey, when you got a family member that's that far away and you can give them a shout out and that, you do it whenever you can and that. So, and again, hope everybody watching at home tonight will enjoy it. And as I will say again, big ball game here Friday night, East Troy. Should be another very entertaining game. So, let's see who wants this more. 2:12 to go. 3-point advantage for the Lady Spartans. Full court pressure coming by Mount Horeb. And again, this is where it's so very important. You got to come and meet that pass. If you wait for it to come to you, I'll tell you, these kids are too quick and they anticipate so well that you're going to lose it. Oh, there you go, Rundy. And then just spacing. Very important, especially when you decide you're going to run a little clock. Oh, beautiful bounce pass inside. Rundy got trapped down on the right block, but they're going to call a foul on Lindsay Laborde, I believe. But again, when you're trying to run some time, just meet the pass and spacing. Just don't allow yourself, as soon as you see the double team or the trap coming, get rid of it. Don't put two people next to each other. God, the coaching wisdom that I can dish out here, huh? I suppose I could sit here, and if you can see me on camera now, I'm just patting myself on the back right now. I can even wave to you, okay? All right, enough of that. Come on, Gabby, knock him down. Atta girl. Gabby Rundy right now. 4 for 5 on the night from the free throw line, and 5 for 6 to go along with a hoop. 7 points for Gabby Rundy tonight. Colthart, and a 5-point lead. 41-36, $1.50 to go in your ball game. Colthart on baseline, and the foul is going to be called on Rundy. And again, Colthart, all right, I'll tell you, she puts that head down and she's just going to the basket. Got to believe you got to sit on her right side. So that's how you're playing defense. A lot of times, just sit on that strong side and force them to go to their weak side until they prove that they can beat you on that weak side. First missed free throw by Colthart, Kenzie. She's got a deuce, a tray. And she was 3 for 4. She's now 3 for 5 from the line. And good, 4 for 6 from the line, and we're at 41-37. Pulled off, no full court pressure, but going to kind of play it straight up. Laborde on Rundy. Over to Zahn, going baseline. Nice decision to bring it back out. Oh, nice defense by Colthart, and she caused the turnover. Boy, she pinched Zahn right on the baseline, or right on the sideline over here. Got the sideline as an extra defender and got the turnover. 41-37, still a 2-possession game, $1.35 to go. Try and keep you posted as close as I can on the time since it's not on your screen. Coldheart. Over to Olendick. And Rundy just committed her 4th personal foul, I believe. Got to be very careful. She's a very important cog to this team. You know, they call her A to Z for a reason. Like I said, she does everything. First free throw up, no good. And there's Rundy on the rebound. Nice crossover dribble. Head up, seeing the floor. She understands. Over to Zahn. Zahn. Probably just, you got a 4-point lead here. $1:10 to go in the game. Rundy. Just important here to space it, not get trapped. Keep moving. Quell. Was tipped by Olendick. And a foul going to be called on Anna Olendick as they pressured Quell out on top. Again, just got to keep that head up just so you can avoid the double team. Kiwi Quell going back to the line, 0 for 2 the first time. R&R, R-E-L-A-X, relax, go through your routine and knock them down, Sophie. Just got to relax. We are at $1:02, 1 minute and 2 seconds left. Sydney Felder coming in the ball game. Kiwi Quell out. Okay, here we go. And Coach Freidig calls a timeout. Wants to talk, I'm sure, about different scenarios here, especially with it being a 2-possession ball game. 57.9 seconds left to go. So again, as we're nearing inside the last minute of this ball game again, it's been really my pleasure here again tonight to bring this to you. Again, I want to thank my helpers tonight at half court, Ben Becks on the camera, and on the board tonight, sticking out the whole night. I guess Andrew, the mastermind, A-Day, did not get back here. So Patrick Morin, under the weather, wanted to go home. Needed some rest tonight. Yeah, I know at his young age, come on. But hey, toughed it up, gave us a great job tonight here. Couldn't have done it without you, Patrick, so thank you very much. Out of the Twin Cities, you know, those Minnesota people, they never quit. They're tough. Thanks, Patrick. Thanks, Ben, for a great job. And again, we're all under the direction of cable coordinator, Mr. Eric Redding, who helps coordinate all these quality telecasts and my helpers. So thanks to everybody. All right, 50 seconds left to go. Oh, beautiful step underneath that time by Coldheart. But, boy, Ashley East stood her ground, and a nice rejection that time. Boy, was that a beautiful move that time by Coldheart. The dribble and the step under. Oh, and I don't like this. I don't like to see any injuries to kids, especially tonight. Boy, I can tell you, I talked about the importance of Annalise DeMuth being out of the lineup for the entire year for McFarland. Sydney King, averaging 6.6 points a game last year for Mount Horeb, out of the lineup tonight. She broke her foot. So that was a big loss for Mount Horeb. So they've also been missing one of their featured players also. Ashley East going to the line, and boy, you don't want to put AE at the line. That's 6 for 6. We're at 48.8 seconds to go, and I guess I jinxed her. 6 out of 7. 42-37, 45 seconds left to go. We have Coulthard looking, she wants to go right. Wants to go right. Rundy's sitting right over there helping Feldner. Up. Kind of like this. Gone to a little zone defense here. Nice switch up. I said you're in good hands. All-State coach. Good hands with Coach Pete. He knows what he's doing here. Gave him a totally different look. Laborde, no good. Oh, and a travel on Anna Olendick. And with 18.6 seconds left and a 5-point lead, boy, is that great coaching there by Coach Willicott. Switched the defense, gave Mount Horeb an entirely different look. and a nice job. And if nothing else goes awry here, dribbling it out, we're at 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Lady Spartans come away with a 42-37 victory in game number 1 tonight here in the McFarland High School Gymnasium. So I'm going to kind of put a quick wrap on this. Tonight's final score then 42-37. Lady Spartans open up with a victory in the season opener this year. Again, I want to thank my helpers, Patrick, TC, Twin Cities Morn, and Ben Becks on the camera for helping me out tonight. And again, my hope is, as I close off on this telecast tonight, my hope is that this telecast provided you, the viewing public, with an enjoyable evening of McFarland Youth Sports, and for the kids participating, another special memory for them. Again, I feel honored and privileged to be given this opportunity. So be sure to either get here in person or join me for our next telecast, which will be this Friday, girls basketball against the Trojans of East Troy. I'll tell you, that will be very competitive. 7 o'clock tip time this Friday night. So again, this is Bill, the Big K Cather. I'm just living the dream, signing off and reminding you all, stay healthy, stay positive, live each day to its fullest, laugh and smile every day, and God bless you. And so long from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA.